except, urban youth or whatever. So
Yeah.
I find that to be kind of I think it's true. Like an older dog that's used to doing something somewhere, it's hard because they don't fucking speak English, right? So it's hard to teach them how to do shit. So then you have those, and you have baby puppies that can't do anything. They're shitting and pissing everywhere. They're eating every 20 minutes. They don't know anything. They're cute. They're definitely cute. But that's something that somebody that has a lot of time needs to take over. And I don't have that kind of time, obviously, because I can't even spend an hour a week with you guys because I'm a bad megalodon. But I wanted a puppy that was not old, not young, so like 6 months to a year, already housebroken, already kennel trained, and already knew some basic tricks. Now, I feel like I should just go into somebody who is a good dog owner's house and steal their dog when I say all my demands. Like, I feel like I should just go and say, hey, how are you with your dog? Yeah, well, we love our dog. He's like part of the family. Cool. And then chloroform everybody and then steal their dog. But, obviously, that's illegal. I can't do that, nor do I have the time. And I'm a little lazy, so I don't want to do that. But, so, I found a puppy, and I went and adopted him. So, everybody, don't worry, I didn't use a pet store. I adopted him. He was a black lab. And his name is Otis, and he's cuter than shit. But you know how I am when I'm like blackout drunk? The tank, right?
Yeah.
So he's like me when I'm blackout drunk, but just normal. So he's like all over the place. He's handsy. He's mouthy. And just like me again, he's also very cute. So it's hard to be mad at him. But so like the other day. No, and he has this thing he likes to jump up onto my nuts. So it doesn't matter whether I'm on the bed or whether I'm on the couch. He finds a way to either jump directly on them or to like maybe be scratching and lose balance and then throw a hand back and post up on my balls. But I'd say twice a day I get racked by this dog. And I don't get it. I don't know, because Samson was dead. I mean, I don't expect every dog to be like the angry tap dancing lion, one of the most amazing dogs, but holy shit, they could not be more polar opposite.
I was about to say, they say that labs, they're going to be a puppy for like all 13 years of their life.
Yeah.
Like, there's none of that, like, hey, I'm going to hit this age and just start sleeping all day.
And just chill.
Straight up, yeah. It's just straight up go, 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 because that's just how they are.
And, I thought to myself, maybe I should have done a little more checking around. This is my bed. Do I really want to lay in it? Type shit. But I think he's smart. I mean, he's smart though because he knows things. Like I'll say something to him, and he'll do it. And then there's other times where I'll say something to him that is the same. Like so as an example, I'll say, "Go kennel up," and that's basically. Their kennel is like, there's 2 kennels in there, but it's actually a room. So for those of you, I know kennel training and kenneling isn't like frowned upon in the dog community, but for people that aren't very smart about dogs, they find kenneling up a dog to be, inhumane. But anyways, it's a whole room. Like they have a whole room to themselves that they can go in there, and it's a tile floor, so it's nice and cool, and they got a fan going 24 hours a day, so they're fine.
And it's easy to clean up with it being tile, like if.
Totally easy.
To take a piss.
If I was to go in there and take a piss, it's so easy to clean up.
Yeah.
Like, you never know. I could come home one night after a few drinks, and I might just say, "Hey guys, is this what we do? Is this how we're doing it tonight?" Just pee
right across. Instead of taking a right, you take a left and just start peeing.
Start peeing. Or if I feel like, you know what, guys, you want to start biting on stuff and tearing up pieces of shoes and clothing, I'm going to pee all over this just to show you guys that this is still my house. But no, but that's the thing though is he's put himself into a place where I actually like him. I like the dog. He's not a stranger to me anymore, so I accept his jumping directly onto my dick, and he's had a few accidents, which is what it is, and he's chewed a few things. But again, I can't put the tap dancing lion on a pedestal because, like I say, he was like that. It's just that was like 8 years ago, and I don't remember. But I do remember that he wasn't exactly a saint the whole time either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So So yeah, there's that. What was I gonna say? I had something. Oh, and been kind of hanging out with a lady, so there's that. And
It's always good.
Yeah, that takes up some time. Takes up a little time. I won't get into that too much because this is not a love show. But
Yeah, that we'll wait for Mikey at night. Megalodon
Megalon
program brought to you by the people of Megalodon and Friends. Mikey at night.
Maggle at night. Dun dun
Maggle at
bum,
night.
bum, 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 bum.
It's basically just like the ladies' man, but except cognac. He drinks orange juice.
With a little beer, a little summer beer.
Yeah.
So you, oh man, listen to me go here. I'm looking at all my notes over the, because here's the thing, I've been taking notes like we're having shows. Like I'm a fucking,
Yeah.
I've got notes from all the way back in 6/3/17. I've got notes. The Grind. Do you remember that show, The Grind? The dance show, the MTV dance show with old
Yeah.
Eric from the fucking what was that? From the first God damn it. From the first Real World. Eric from The Grind and Downtown Julie Brown or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. And here's the thing, just like you guys know, and it's funny because I like to share this with you guys because this way you can look and you can see my neurosis here. I had a joke and a bit clearly about The Grind, but all I have in my text message to myself is The Grind.
The Grind.
Yeah, so I don't get it.
Well, here's some fresh news that I don't know if you saw today. I'm sure you did because you watch those. I don't know how much ESPN you still watch, but Kyrie Irving basically telling the Cavs he wants to be traded.
You know, basketball has this past 3 weeks been pretty interesting, and I don't think you have to be a sports fan to really appreciate it. It's turned into almost like a Mean Girls scenario or a Jawbreaker scenario.
Like, you know what really pisses me off about the NBA?
What's that?
The off season is more entertaining than the regular season and the playoffs.
It really fucking is. Because just to bring everybody up to speed, like, you've got the Cavaliers, everybody knows LeBron James and the Cavs. So
The Warriors.
the Warriors, yeah, the Warriors are a harmonious group. They're actually like, people are taking pay cuts so they can keep their team together. But then you have places like the Clippers. The Clippers were like, you know what? We didn't make any. We didn't win a playoff series, and we haven't won the big dance or anything. We haven't even gone there. Even though they're good, but they're like, people are like, I don't like this. I'm out of here. So
Yeah, Chris Paul was like, I'm tired of this shit.
yeah, he's like, Chris Paul's like, I'm tired of being a winner. I'm gonna leave. And then you have people like Kyrie Irving who says, I want to be traded. I'm not dealing with this drama up here in Cleveland anymore. And then
He didn't want to play with LeBron anymore.
They don't want to play with LeBron anymore because LeBron, I think behind the scenes is kind of a douchebag.
I don't even play in Cleveland, and I don't even want to play with LeBron.
Yeah, I don't want to play checkers with LeBron. And so, but here's the thing though, as I think this is a preemptive strike because LeBron is. See, here's what I don't like about LeBron. Unlike what I don't like about Cam Newton, I can get into that too. But what I don't like about LeBron is that he's very passive aggressive, and everybody has had this boss that'll basically tell you all kinds of good stuff when you're in the mix, when you're doing something for them, like if you're working on a project or if you're doing or if you're doing good work or if you're making your quota. They love you and they're your best friend, but then they secretly plant negative shit around the office about you, and it pops up in random places and you don't know. They're like negativity bombs, like it's like he's poisoning the water supply from the power plant like Scarecrow wanted to do in Batman, right?
Yeah. It's like he sits there and he's like, well, I don't know how much I need to step it up. I have a triple-double in the finals. I'm averaging a triple-double.
Right.
It's like, maybe you should probably switch it up and start passing the ball around. Like, it's cool you have a triple-double, but do you ever think that's the reason why you're losing because you're not spreading the wealth.
Right. Well, and I think honestly, I think that the East Conference is a shit conference, but they should be better than what they are. But the thing about him is that I think he creates, and this may be knowing or unknowing, and again, this is where the Mean Girls thing comes in, is that on the court he's performing well and he pushes other people to perform well, but then as soon as he gets in front of the camera or behind the scenes, he's a negative Nancy. Like he talks shit on people in a passive aggressive way. Well, I know I'm doing my job, but blah, blah, blah.
These guys need to step it up.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the last finals, the one you guys won, Kyrie pretty much kicked you guys to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame him. I'd be tired of being his fucking sidekick too. Because if you look at Kevin Durant. Yeah, everybody gives him shit for leaving Oklahoma City to go to the Warriors, but he's getting paid $20 million less than what he could be because he wants to win. And
right.
LeBron's still I want $38 million a year. It's you don't. That's why people liked Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki and all those guys that were like, hey, I'll take a pay cut just so we can keep this guy.
But I still, and I know that's what Kevin Durant did, but I still hate him, if I can say that.
I mean, I get it. You're a Thunder fan. I mean, I don't hate him.
Fine, bro. I don't know if I'm a U fan right now.
But you look at it, it's the same way, people give me shit about, when Kobe's last game. I was like, I don't give a fuck about Kobe's last game. And they're like, oh, I guess you don't have any respect for a legend. I'm like, no, I don't. The dude's pretty much bankrupted the Lakers the last couple of years he was there.
Yeah, he totally held him hostage for sure.
He was making $45 million a year, then they don't have any money to spend it anywhere else.
Right.
And their team shit, and he's like, well, I don't know what's going on. Because you're not taking a fucking pay cut.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, man, it's so nice to have you on the phone instead of on the computer. There's no delay. You're able to fire right back.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I think we found a way.
I think we did find a way. I just got to make sure my phone is charged up. Luckily, we're at 42 minutes, so we only have a few minutes or 20 minutes left. But how about this for sports news? And I'm sorry, and I know not everybody's a sports fan, but like I said, we're trying to relate these things to everybody so that they are entertaining a little bit.
It's been kind of a big sports week. You got the juice loose.
That just sounds so disgusting to me. It's pornographic.
Yeah.
What about
my favorite thing, we'll go back to OJ for a quick second. My favorite thing was the 60-year-old white people on Facebook, he needs to be in prison for life because of those murders. I'm like, no, he was acquitted.
Yeah, and that's the thing is whatever your personal belief is, he went through the legal system. There was a several month-long trial. And they found him to be not guilty, so nothing you can do about that. His
lawyers were able to prove the prosecution's story is not 100% without a doubt. They were able to put doubt in their minds.
Right, which either means he was better than average at what he did, or he didn't do it. So,
yeah.
And when somebody's good at something, you'd rather celebrate it than punish it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So what about old what are you thinking about Mayweather and McGruber?
Those press conferences were pretty good. They could be scripted. I wouldn't put it past them. But there were some haymakers there. Floyd won the third. They had four. Floyd won the third one, but McGregor won it 3-1 overall, and I think that's probably the only thing he's going to win. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see him just.
Now, did you see his suit
his
with
fucking back?
Well, yeah, of course. Did you see his suit with the "fuck you" pinstripes?
I did.
Did you know that?
I liked it.
That was legit suit, dude. Did you notice that they're selling a tank top now, it's a normal cotton tank top with "fuck you" pinstripes on it?
I might have to get it.
Yeah, the first thing I thought of when I saw that was Gauge the Rage. Gauge the Rage. And it was funny, and not that it's not that I think about you all the time, other than the normal times I think about you. But I know I'm making it sound like I think about you a lot. But I went to the to a rest stop this week after work to take a 10-minute nap